Welcome to Verse Agreements.
I'm Lily.
And I'm Emma.
It's great to be back with you all.
Yes, because we're the same person every time. You know what? One episode, we should just, change our names, and everyone will be like, what's happening?
They'll know exactly who we are, especially since you just told them your plan.
You know what? They'll play along because they know how I am.
Like, if I roll in with some weird name like Guitaro and...
Why would you go with that one?
I don't know.
I think we all know who I would be. Sammy.
Yeah, if you don't know Emma, that's her go-to name for everything.
Everything. If you ever read a story by me, the name is probably Sammy. If you find a bunch of stories where the main character is always named Sammy, and it's by the same author, that's probably me.
Unless it's some weird person obsessed with, Emma's.
There is that one person who drew me and Lily as a couple a bunch of times.
It's really funny, especially since she's never seen me and it looks really accurately like me.
It was kind of scary. Like, this person on Tumblr kind of just started drawing pictures of me and my friends, and it's just like, alrighty then, let's move on with...
I really like it, though, because I look super cool.
I look rad.
I'm going to use that word every time.
You know, I like that word. I think it's because the YouTube videos I've been watching say it a lot. I also say a bunch of cuss words a lot. Alright, so the quote of the day is from my favorite TV show of all time called Scrubs. If you haven't seen it, go watch it on Netflix right now. It's amazing, and I've learned all my life lessons in that show, which sounds horrible, but if you saw the show, you'd understand. So the quote is, "Nothing sucks more than feeling all alone, no matter how many people are around." And I feel like that's really true because, you could be hanging out with your friends and something could still be bothering you and you just have to, let it go, but you could still feel like no one understands what's going on with you or...
That's what being an introvert is like.
I know.
Yeah. You're not an introvert, though.
I'm kind of a mix of both. I have my moments.
You have moments, but you're mostly an extrovert.
Yes.
I am a full-shore introvert.
I think that's because all of my friends are introverts, and if I wasn't what I am, they would not do anything.
Yeah, did
I tell you about their new idea for social events?
What?
Getting on Skype and then all starting a movie on Netflix at the same time. Instead of just meeting at someone's house and watching the movie all together.
It's so complicated.
Yeah, I know.
At this very specific time, and everybody press play now.
Yeah, that's not going to work very well, and they don't understand why it won't work, because they are morons.
Ignoramuses.
They're pretty stupid. Okay, so this is episode 9, which means we're one episode away from episode 10.
Big 10.
And episode 10, we're doubling everything. So we'll have 2 poems of the week, 2 quotes. Both me and Lily will share a poem. Both me and Lily will share a poet of the week. Laura will do 2 poems. And then we have a special segment that's a one-time only thing where we got a mentor, and she's awesome. She's my favorite teacher of all time. And we sent her a bunch of questions about poetry, and she answered them. So it's going to be like a little Q&A session, except she's not going to be here because the questions are already pre-answered, because it's really hard to plan. It's really hard to plan things for me. Also, we've gotten some poems by people sharing them on Google Drive, which is awesome. It's a great way to do it because we can access that from anywhere, and I won't have to be on the computer looking at a Word document. Like when we were recording at Lily's house, I forgot to write everything down.
Oh.
I'm not good at this.
Life is hard.
Yeah. So, I guess we should just go right into the poem of the week.
Okay.
Which I'm allowing Lily to start off this week.
Probably because of the first line.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
mainly.
the way that it goes, because
Yeah. So the poem is called Damsels in Distress, and it's by Chrissa Williams. And if that name sounds familiar, it's because 1 or 2 weeks ago, maybe?
I think so.
She was the shoutout. No, it wasn't last episode, it was the episode before that. So episode 7, I think, she was the shoutout. Because Macy was last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Okay.
You read the fairy tales.
And every time it is the same picture.
There's a damsel in distress.
Then the hero comes to save the day.
They wait and wait for their prince to come save them.
Would the princess just give up and live the rest of her life moping in her tower?
But what if he didn't come?
What would happen to her story?
Would she decide to save herself?
What about in reality?
Or do we get up off the couch and do something and try to defeat our own dragons?
Do we wait for someone to come and rescue us?
I'm not saying we have to do it all on our own.
I'm telling you to start, or to try to start, to make a difference.
Stop moping around your tower and waiting.
Go start to save yourself and someone will come to help.
Feminist poems are the best.
Snaps.
Snaps for that. Whoa, what's up with your snaps?
I don't know. My hands hurt. I've been drawing for like 12 hours, so...
You should go to a hand massager.
Why? Why would you... No. I love this poem so much, mainly because when I hear the word damsel in distress, my mind instantly goes to Hercules, which is one of my favorite Disney movies. And I know it's a weird Disney movie to love, but...
Not really. That's like a cult classic.
I know. A lot of people like it, I guess. But it's a good movie.
0 to hero. Don't even get me started. I could sing all those songs.
And it's a great poem, and I like how it reminds me of also Shrek for some reason.
Well, yeah, because she doesn't really...
She waits a little while, and then she leaves, right?
Yeah, well, there's, when it goes back in time, and she saves herself, and she's like, ogre princess.
I forgot about that.
That's not Shrek 3, Shrek 4.
I forgot there was a Shrek 4.
I've seen all of them. I own all of them.
Do you remember when they had Shrek ketchup?
No.
There was green ketchup called Shrek ketchup.
Oh, ew.
It tastes like, I don't know. I love this poem. Chrissa writes so many amazing poems. She's really good at poetry.
She's quite the poet.
Why?
Because...
Yes, I really enjoy her poems. We'll probably have more of her poems on the show, because she submitted 4? I think 4. No, 6, because I have 2 handwritten, and then I have 4 on the Google Drive. Google Drive, guys. It works.
It's Emma's new thing.
verseagreement@gmail.com. It's really easy. And the best part is, you don't have to really worry about the can edit, can view, or can comment.
I don't know what you're saying.
They'll understand if they know Google Drive. Because any of those 3 options, we can still view the poem. So, it doesn't really matter. Alright.
It's time for Laura's Corner,
Laura's Corner.
We're shooting it over to her, so get excited.
Yeah, Laura's Corner.
Woo! Woo.
Hey guys, welcome to Laura's Corner. It's Laura. Yeah, anyway. This poem I wrote, I guess it's called The Boy of Sticks. I just recently wrote it. It's one of my newest poems, ever. And I hope you guys like it. And it's kind of different from all my other poems, but still. Anyway, okay, let's do this. There was a boy of sticks, stuck upon the land. He felt the urge to drown himself, killed by his own hand. There was a boy of sticks, and he hurt just for fun. He crept around when the world was dark, and he hid away from the sun. There was a boy of sticks. He sat upon the pyre. He laughed and laughed and laughed, as he set himself on fire. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think of that kind of different, creepy tone, I guess. And see you in a little bit on the next episode of Verse Agreement for Laura's Corner, okay? Bye.
We're back.
That was an excellent poem.
Just awesome.
So, it's time for Emma's poem, because Emma wrote a poem and it's her turn to share.
It is my turn to share. I've wrote a lot of I've wrote 12 poems in the past week, and I actually spent 2 hours typing them up and putting them onto Google Drive, guys. Google Drive.
Oh my gosh.
I love Google Drive. And so...
I just realized you have a hashtag light.
Thanks for mentioning that.
Sorry.
I like to pretend it's a number sign, because that's what it really is. It is. It's a number sign. So basically, I have sad poems, and then I have happy poems. So I'm actually reading a sad poem this week. It's not really, I guess it's medium sad. So I can read a happy poem on our 10th episode, since it's split. And we both get to read a poem.
Yeah, because Emma's all about symmetry.
Now I can't stop thinking about Death the Kid. Thanks for that, Lily.
I'm sorry.
That's why the number 8's the best number. Split it. 2 8. Okay, here's my poem. It's called I Tried to Be Everything for You. I tried to be everything for you, yet you only saw that I was nothing. I was kind and caring, yet you only saw the sarcasm and the hate. I wasn't smart and intelligent, yet you only heard the stupid comments I made. I was inclusive, trying to make everyone feel welcome, yet you only saw me exclude someone. I felt guilt even when I wasn't the cause of something, yet you saw me as the sole cause. I tried to make everyone love me, yet you couldn't. I tried to be happy and excited, yet you only saw me as a depressed child. I wanted to seem simple and easy to talk to, yet you only saw me as a complex and unreachable person. I wanted to fit in with everyone, yet you saw no fit. I was the extra puzzle piece in the wrong box. I didn't want to be a burden, yet that's all you saw me as. Your vision of me was not the clearest, yet I'll never tell you, but I'll feel all the guilt, 'cause that's who I am, not who you saw me as.
Boom.
Boom, drops mic. I like to end my poems with kind of like the drop mic thing.
Yeah, like,
Jeez.
I've heard this poem before. I still love this poem.
I know, and actually, the one poem I'm reading next week, though, I Wait at the Corner, it's changed.
I love it. Changed?
It changed, because I have to write it for class now, so I just, like, reworked it to be longer. It's okay. I don't really like either one. It's actually funny, because everyone thinks it's a metaphor, and it's
not
a
really
metaphor.
not.
It's like...
An actual situation.
They have no idea what we're talking about.
You'll find out next time.
All right, Lily, Poet of the Week.
Guys, it's my turn to pick a Poet of the Week. And guess what? It's another love poem because I've decided that's going to be my thing. Okay, this is called Tears, Idle Tears, and this is by Alfred Lord Tennyson, which is a freaking awesome name.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
I didn't even listen, so I don't even know.
Okay.
Is it Edgar Allan Poe?
No, he's my favorite poet, but his poems are really long and...
That's true.
He's the one who has my favorite poem of all time, Annabelle Lee, and it's...
I don't think I read that one.
Oh my god.
Is it a bias? Is it...
It's about his, dead wife. He married his cousin, because that was the time, and they were, like, fell in love, and she was a lot younger than him, and she died, and he wrote it for her, and oh my god, it's heartbreaking, but it's the best thing ever. Okay. I'm gonna read my poem. Tears, Idle Tears. Tears. Idle tears. I know not what they mean. Tears from the depth of some divine despair rise in the heart and gather to the eyes, in looking on the happy autumn fields and thinking of the days that are no more. Fresh as the first beam glittering on a sail that brings our friends up from the underworld. Sad as the last which reddens over one that sinks with all we love below the verge. So sad, so fresh, the days that are no more. Ah, sad and strange as in dark summer dawns, the earliest pipe of half-awakened birds, to dying ears when unto dying eyes, the casement slowly grows a glimmering square. So sad, so strange, the days that are no more. Dear as remembered kisses after death, and sweet as those by hopeless fancy feigned, on lips that are for others, deep as love, deep as first love, and wild with all regret. O death and life, the days that are no more.
Whoa.
Yeah, I love that one.
It's a good poem. I liked it. I'm not big into the sappy poems.
Yeah, Emma's not me. But it's like, I love it because it's so dark. You're like, what is this about? What is this about? And it's about some lost love he has. And I'm like, dude. Oh, I'm a huge thing for writers.
So the shout out this week will go to Lauren Rue, who has a freshman advice blog. It's really cool. You should check it out. Because I followed it. So it must be cool, right? Totally. And let's see. We have an Instagram. We have a Twitter. We have a Tumblr. We have a Blogger. We have a YouTube. 5 things. You have to have one of those 5 things. And if you're listening to this, I want you to follow us on as many of those as you can, because there'll be a link in the description. By the way, I don't remember...
With the exception of Twitter, because that's...
I linked the Twitter.
You do?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you remember a couple weeks ago where I said there's a link in the doobly-doo?
No, you didn't say doobly doo.
I meant to say doobly doo. That's Vlogbrothers, people.
We've already had this conversation. I said doobly doo. You said doodly doo. Doobly doo is from my favorite person.
You're confusing me.
I was like the first episode.
No, it's not.
I was like yeah.
No,
and then we talked about it right after.
We don't talk about the first episode.
Oh, not the first episode. The second. The first episode was so bad.
It's really bad. I needed to delete it.
No, because it's our first one. It's our introduction. We have to keep it up. And then our number will be uneven, Emma.
That's right. We're scheduled to end with 15 episodes of the school year.
Oh, that's so much shorter than we thought, but I like it.
Yeah, and we might continue this over the summer. If we do continue this, there will be a lot of changes, so it will not be the normal format. There will be new people, and some people will leave. But, that's
it might
life.
be a little bit more like our explicit episode.
Yeah, they might be like that, since people at my school won't necessarily be able to link me with it. It's true. It's the only reason why we don't cuss, because the teacher is supposed to look at this. And there actually might be 16 episodes, but we don't know if that one will be open for you guys. Because we have to do one that's a reflection for my class. Because I don't want to talk in front of them, so they're just going to hear an episode. I could actually cut out the best parts of the show and then put it in one little thing. We'll do that. At the end of the year, I'll make a highlights video.
Ooh, that'll be fun.
How about them dolphins? That's going to be the first thing right there.
I don't know.
It was a couple episodes. It was like the first episode the three of us did together. And you said, talk while I'm looking for this. And then Laura just goes, so how about those dolphins? And then we start talking about the aquatic animals instead of the sports team.
I just remember our first episode all filming together. There just being so much laughing.
Yeah, there was a lot of laughing.
It was funny.
That
was like our...
That wasn't the best episode, though.
No. I'd say, like, 5 with the video was pretty good.
I don't think that was 5. I thought it was 7.
No. 7 was...
We're confused. Oh, you're right. 7 was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking?
It was over winter break, wasn't it?
It's 5. Yeah, it's 5. I'm almost positive it's 5. We should stop having this conversation on air.
Comment below, since I don't want to look it up.
I'm going to look it up right now.
All right. We will see you next week. Not next week. What am I talking about? Next episode.
Next episode. Big 10.
Big 10.
Double everything. It's going to be super exciting.
Remember, you can submit your poems, because we love you.
Yeah, please submit them.
Invisible hearts for you.
Yes, we're sending invisible hearts. Woo! Snaps
Except
for you.
if you follow the Instagram, you would have got real hearts.
Come on, snaps.
Follow.
Emma.
Follow us.
No need to be aggressive or they'll hate us.
Okay, well, here's the thing, though.
No, stop talking. Snaps for you.
All right, bye, guys.
See you next time. Bye.